Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. It is Friday, right? It's pretty bad. I don't even know. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's Friday. How's everybody doing? We have a winner from yesterday. I've been posting it in here, and I hope Gabriella Sup notifies me. I put it in here again. Anyway, let me say some howdies. I'm passive with Majana. Welcome. David Rolowski, how you doing, buddy? Hey. Aaron Frost, Raphael, my main man from the Bahamas. Juanita Ali, Karina Lance. Hello, Karina. I see you. Ivanatha Stocker, welcome. Mark Booth, there he is. Bill, the extraordinaire. Bill, the must. Bill, the Spielberg. Anyway, Michael Barrow. Bill, thanks for everything you do, buddy. Tanya Hennard. Hello, Tanya. Howard Queller. David Switcher's in the house. Leanne Bonnet, thanks for everything you do. Johnny Simmons. Tim Mills. After Hours with Willow. Willow, I was looking for you the other night. I forgot. You don't do it every night. Anyway, I'll try to catch you. Key Peehee. Leanne Bonnet, I said hello. Louise. Lois White. Alfred Nitch, I believe. Randall Harris. Patty Carpenter. Aurora Paradise. Haven't seen you for a while. Hello, Aurora. Shelley West. Roy McAfee. Dawn McIntyre. Hello, Dawn. Tanya Unpassive. She's the lady in charge. Tanya Hamlin. Thanks for everything you do, Tanya. Josie Barthwell. Randy Leonard's in the house. Hello, Randy. The Beeve. Barry Dang. Virginia DeSanto. Hello. Harvey DJ Green. Oh, man. The man with the plan. The man with the voice. Brett Graham. Patricia Sawyer. Hello, Patricia. Paul Gottlieb. Joanne Hess. Hello. Lynn Nakamoto is in the house. Oh, she reminds you. I got to say this, or I'll be dead meat. Lynn's show tonight. Ron and Lynn. Friday Night Live, 8 o'clock. Don't forget. Greg Gracener. Lynn, thanks for everything you do. By the way, you are a working maniac. You never forget nothing with Lynn around. Trust me. Roy Willis, Steve Holton. Gemma's in the house. Gemma, where's your sister at? I know she's here somewhere. Mr. Camden. Anyway, hello, Gemma. Casey Zebenbergen, what's happening? Dustin Grove. Armando Biscani III, I think. Bitmata's here. Hello, Bitmata. Aaron Eaton. Ann Long forever. Hello, Ann. Glad you're here. She's always helping people out. I see you helping people in the webinar too. I mean, in the group, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Jeanette Muller, Daniel Jacob, Eric Kessler, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Bruce Gerstein, my man. Blockchain. Woo. Thomas Bridgeforth. Tio Orfanadis. Tammy McNair. Or McNair? McNair. Ava Barak. Hello, Ava. Let's see what else we got here. Nick Monty. Nick been around forever. Hello, Nick. Glad you could make it. Listra, there you are. Listra's always around supporting everyone. Listra, you ought to get together and do lives with your sister. Pika Ramula. C. Petrins. Nigel Peter. Nicholas Gomez. 206 people. Gwen Mallet. Patricia Sawyer. Jarmo, I said hi. Ovid Good. Hi, Marty, my fellow founders. Arkansas's in the house. Go ahead, Arkansas. Pam Turner's here. If Pam's here, so is Mountain Man Rutledge. Dwayne Murdoch. Hello, Dwayne. Yes, my grandchildren brought me home a cough. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They were coughing for a while. I said, oh, man, I hope I don't get that. I got it. I feel good, though. Sherry Dershaway is always here, always helping people out. She's got some kind of batteries. I don't know what they are, but they never run out. Ernie Martinez. Angela Lunn. Sean Zombie Guy is in the house. Dale Cruz. Miss Shirley. Jim Limbar, I think so. Pat Parrott, there's Pat. Hello, Pat. Glad to see ya. Cynthia Downtown Brown from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. You know what's up. Roy Davies, Elliot Progressi, I think. Jane Helms, hello, Jane. Glad you could make it. Ben, whoa. Oh, it just jumped down. I hate when it does that. John Grattan, I'm going to work my way up. Akram's in the house from Bangladesh. Dan Jacobs. Roy Davies. Rupa Paul's in the house. Bob Romeo's here. Steve Dundor. Glad you can make it, Steve. Liz Leary. Terry Fruin. Wow. A new name. Glad you can make it. Christina Dodds. Hello, Christina. I said Juanita Ali. Welcome. Wendell White is in the house. Hello. From, doesn't say where he's from. Fatmata, Miss Shirley. Mapoose is on fire. Anthony Alfonso. Whole family's here. Look at that. 214 people. Hemp. There's Hemp. I didn't see you, Hemp. See? For some reason, it jumps down. I miss everybody. Paul City, what's up? Loretta Hamlins. Anyway, couple things. One is on 360 and on the roundtable, I believe, it was brought up that if you needed your NDA re-signed, they will let you know by popping it up. Because when you log in, that's the first thing you'll see, and they'll email you telling you it needs to be redone. You re-sign it, and it'll be dated for that date. Do not go crazy and think the date that you were a member as a founder changes. No, the date on the NVA. That's it. There's people going crazy. I got to change the NVA. It's going to change the date. No. Your date stamp when you became a founder stays the same. Please pass that around. People in a panic over that. It's not true. Anyway, what else? Like I said, Ron and Lynn, Friday Night Live tonight at 8. And I'm going to talk to you about blockchain. And I want you to remember, I am not Sean Cyrus, my brother from another mother. I am not an expert. I know enough that I know it's very secure, and I love the idea of it. And I did do some Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. That's how I learned about it. And then I went and looked at it. Ash mentioned it as far as some of the stuff they're going to be doing. It's a big deal. And I'm going to tell you from research what I know. My voice is going in and out. I'm sorry. I'm gonna explain to you the best I know. There was a video I put in front of this that was pretty good. James Yates, how you doing? So let me try to go through it. The impact of blockchain is one of the big. It will be one of the biggest impacts in the next 20 years, I think. And there's reasons why. It's called blockchain. It's like another generation of the internet. It's something else that's along with internet, and it does a lot. Let me try to explain the best I can. It can and will be used in everyday big deals. Every business, every society can use it. Some aren't. Yeah, some people are afraid of it, nervous. Like right now, we can send PowerPoint, we can send emails, whatever, right? But we're not sending the actual, we're sending a copy, right? When you send an email, you still have it, but it sends a copy of what you want. And that's great. But when it comes to money or any kind of assets or something like that, if you want to make sure that when you send the money that you actually get it, and the guy that has it can't give it to someone else, making you think you got it. The transaction wise, right? Why is that? It's really important that you don't give money away twice. And now you can't do that. And there's a reason why, right? Okay. That's called double spending. It can't happen because right now we have a middleman, right? That's why we have the middleman, the banks, the government, credit card companies, and all that are in the middle. They perform all the business and the transactions. Everything goes through them. You have a card, you do something, it goes through them, goes to your bank, boom, boom. They do they authorize it, they do the identification of the people, all that stuff. They keep the records, they do all that, right? Okay. And for the most part, they do a good job, right? But the problem is they're all centralized. They're all in one center, right? So it's on one file. It means it's centralized. If you go look up centralized, it just means it's in one area. The bad thing about that is, what does it mean? It means they can be hacked. Right? JP Morgan got hacked. The US federal government got hacked. LinkedIn got hacked. Home Depot was hacked. In fact, if you go look it up, you're going to be blown away of all the things that were hacked because they're centralized. It's like if you have a building, My house, you could rob it. A bank, you can rob it. Centralized, it's in one area. And the problem with these financial institutions, the big ones, the ones we run with now, is, let me try to make sure I say this where it makes sense. It leaves out billions of people, right? Because a lot of there's billions of people that don't go to the bank. They don't have enough money to even start a bank account. Okay? And banks and all these listen, I can send an email across the United States. I can send it across the world in seconds, right? But if you send money around the world, it could take days or weeks. By the time it goes through the banking system across the city, and then they take a big chunk of money with it, right? Sometimes if you send money overseas, they could take anywhere from 10 to 20% because you got to pay that middleman. And on top of that, they control your data. We've talked about that before. So I'm just trying to tell you the best I can with my knowledge. And I have very little, but I'm trying to do the best I can. So you got to go through emails and all that, boom, second, less than a second. Money, it could take forever, and they charge you up to 20%, no doubt. And privacy. Your privacy is undermined. Why? Because you have to send information across. Banks have all your information. Credit cards have all your information. But overall, they're pretty cool. But it's not accessible to everyone. On the internet, with blockchain, I'm going to try to say how this works. You have a ledger, right? It's not a ledger you see. It's like a digital ledger. And I make a transaction. Like if I want to send money, let's call it Bitcoin right now. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, but just say Bitcoin, any cryptocurrency. And I want to send it to Red in UK. Red has a wallet. It's an address. It's an address. Same as you have an address, your IP address. It's dedicated to Red. No one else. No one. It's even more secure. And I send Red $100 directly to him. It goes through a couple of phases where they're double checked and all that, and it goes through the delivery system of blockchain, and then Red gets it. Okay. Okay. Let me catch up to what I wanted to say. Now picture this: the bits of information that you're sending go through what you call with Bitcoin, it's called a miner. So you're sending all this information, and they've got a miner that figures out transactions. Whoever comes with it first, they send it in. It makes a block. So your information's in that block. And you could go to the ledger. Everybody on the internet could go to the ledger to see where it is. And when it leaves me, I don't have it. I can't. It's not just a digit. It's real. It moves over there. It's not mine anymore. So it makes it, and it's very secure. Why? You'd have to go through different blocks and different chains to hack it. It's not one area. It's vast over the internet. If you watch the video before this show, it explains it better than I do. I understand it better than I can explain it. But it's massive. And it's ledgers running on millions of computers, and it's available to anyone, everyone. And then you could take any kind of thing, music, and you don't want anybody to get it. You could send that music to somebody, a script or whatever, through a blockchain because it's secure. They can't break into it. It's very hard to break into it. You remember 2008, the crash? Okay, that's when this person that nobody knows who it really is, Satoshi Nakamoto, invented cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. And cryptocurrency enabled people to establish trust and do transactions with no third party. So the money goes from me to Bob, and if Bob wants to send it to Mary, there's no bank in between, right? That's what that is. But the real story behind it is the movement and the security part of it, which is the blockchain. It's the way it travels, the way it's locked in. Oh, I wish I could explain it like better than I can. But anyway, watch the film that I had, and then go to the internet and look up how does blockchain work. And the more you learn about it, the bigger it is. How about these countries? Any country, more than half the population cannot get to banks like we can. You can send money to anybody anywhere, as long as they have internet or an internet service, right? You do a transaction, you conduct a transaction, boom, it goes right to them. So it's so cool. Here's the other one. The computing, I don't want to get into the mining. That's pretty cool too. I don't want to get into Bitcoin either. Uh, Look, every 10 minutes, a block gets, in Bitcoin, a block gets created. Then it's sealed. But you can go to a ledger and see it. You can't hack it though because it's hooked to a chain of other. You have to break in another. You have to go to all these computers to get it because it really moved. If I said it moved, it moved. That's why when you send Bitcoin, you put the wrong number. You got to double check. You can't go back and say, "Oh no, give that back." Once you send it, it's not only is it secure, but you don't want to make a mistake. The address is the address. It's real long. It's got different codes, just like a regular, just like URL. And let me give you an example. Once the block is closed, it's like a wax seal. It's sealed. Boom. Really secure. Really, really secure. Very difficult. I don't even know if they can hack it. So it's not. I mean, I'm sure somebody might be able to, but it's so much work. It's like the difference between a PC and an Apple. Why do people buy Apple computers? They're hard to hack. Much harder than PCs. That's what I heard. But there's people that own land deals and they say, I own it. And you get in some poor country like, I don't know, dictator comes in and he says, no, I don't say you own it. I say my brother does. You have no proof. But if you have your deed on a blockchain, it's like a safe in millions of computers because it's all chained together. I wish I could explain that. But keep going and looking. Maybe we'll get the tech guys to explain it. It's fascinating. It really, really is fascinating. The part I like is it gives the average people in the world a chance to move and create wealth when they can't go to a bank. Right? I mean, how cool is that? That's just cool. I had In the other room, I have a digital wallet. It's about that big. I plug it in to my computer, USB port, and I had Bitcoin on it. I don't now, but I have Bitcoin, and I can transfer it anywhere. It's money. It's like a little safe. But to get in, you have to have a code and all that, and to move it, it's very, very secure once you know how to do it. It's not centralized like one building. It can be hacked. So I hope anyway. I probably didn't do a very good job explaining it, and I'm sorry if I didn't, but I wanted to try anyway. So that's what the company's going to be working on that too. Also, not on top of, I mean, at the same time, they're going to, everybody, they have so many things they're doing, but to hear about blockchain is really good news for everybody around the world. It really it gives even playing field for countries that don't have banking that easy, you know. So anyway, like I said, if I could explain it as well as I knew it, and I don't know it that well, but I know it enough. It's very exciting, and I'll try to beef up on it. But I'll ask Lynn to tell the tech guys to get into explaining blockchain because it's a big deal. More people would do it if they weren't afraid of it. I don't think some governments like it because they have no control over it. Think about that. Nobody's in control. You're in control of your own money. I got $100. I send it. I ask, did you get it? I got it. It's confirmed on the way. It's so cool. It's really cool. So do yourself a favor and try to look at it. You'll be blown away. Anyway, we're going to pick another winner for today. How we do it is after this shuts down and it's posted, all the comments that are left underneath the video, I have a randomizer. I plug in the link. I put the link to the video. It goes through and picks someone. As you can see, it picked, losing my voice, Gabrielle Supp. Yeah, you know a little bit now. But yeah, we'll get more involved. We'll try to get more involved because I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Marceline, thank you. You guys don't have to do that. I appreciate that so much. You ever get something you're so excited over, but you can't explain it? Anyway, I looked it up. I only had a few minutes. Get the chance. Just go to YouTube and say, blockchain, how does it work? It's all tied into mainly Bitcoin you hear about, but keeping records, you could do anything with blockchain, really, if you design it. And if Ash has got it, we got it made. I'm not kidding you. If the company's doing it, which I figured they would, it's a big deal. John White, what's happening, buddy? I just butchered blockchain, but I tried. I'll learn more about it. Yeah, it'll make us more seamless. No doubt about that, Bruce. No doubt. There's a small fee, but it ain't 10% or 20%. And it's lightning fast. You could send cryptocurrency in seconds. I've done it. And it's so secure. I mean, it's that long. The address is like that. My Bitcoin address for what's the name of it? Coinbase. It's like that long. The main thing about blockchain, keep in mind security, and it opens the door to everyone, and it keeps crooks out of our pocket and selling our data. So you get cryptocurrency, I mean, you get blockchain, we get our own data center, we have our own universe on passive. We're living high on the hog. We're keeping it high and tight. Yes. Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. That's exactly right. Nobody knows exactly who it is. And no, not related to Lynn. Maybe it is Lynn. Oh, never thought of that. I love this thought. Maybe not Bitcoin. I would tell you what I think, but I'm afraid it'll cause Marty said. Me and you, not the company, just me and you. Oh, there's Peacock. Julie, thank you. Shout out to Julie. She's helping me like you wouldn't believe. Hundreds of emails. She helps me every day. She really does. Between me and you, don't tell anybody. If ever, if Marty DeGarmo, not the company, if ONPASSIVE ever comes up with a cryptocurrency, oh my gosh, the impact. Here's the problem with Bitcoin. I just want to tell you, since we're chatting, Bitcoin doesn't have anything back in it, like a product. The values, the demand, we created the value, but we do that with all, even regular. We hold a $20 bill and I tell you it's worth 20. United States government says it's worth 20. We buy so much stuff for it, that gives it its value. It's 20. Bitcoin, one thing about cryptocurrency, they only make so many. There's only so many Bitcoin. I don't know what it is, 21 million? I don't know, 20 some million. And they mine it. And they do calculations, little chips of Bitcoin come out. The longer Bitcoin goes and the demand increases, the value goes up. That's why Bitcoin went to $60,000. If ONPASSIVE got a coin, my opinion, I'm not talking to Ash about this not once, but if ONPASSIVE had a coin, a cryptocurrency, let's say O coin or whatever, right? And one O coin was worth $1. So 100 of them is $100. And everybody could transfer it back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. Then you get more and more people involved. Then you have a crypto exchange in the back office or tied to ONPASSIVE. Boom, baby. I can move money bam right instantly. Value today to a friend in Papua New Guinea. Now we can move now, but I just think if you got it in the crypto, the other thing is if you had a crypto coin, the value of the coin in crypto for ONPASSIVE, if we had one down the road, the value will increase. Why? Because it's backed by a company that's going to increase in value every day, every week, every month, every year. Pretty cool stuff. And then they only produce so many coins. So one day the coin's worth $1. One day the coin's worth $10. Next day, one day the coin's worth $100. Because in Bitcoin you trade fractions of a Bitcoin. 0.10 or whatever might be $100. But there's an exchange that tells you what it's worth. It's so cool. Thank you, John White. John just wrote it. It's exactly right. Bitcoin has a backer. It's called ONPASSIVE Digital Products. If they ever wanted to do it. Bitcoin's down to $28,000. See, that's the thing about Bitcoin. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can get it, but it's a ride to make you sweat. I bought it at $900 and sold it. I think it was 20,000. I didn't have very many. I didn't have that much. And I got in that Bitcoin craze where if you send your Bitcoin to somebody else to trade, you're going to lose it. And it never, they all folded. I lost all of it. Eventually, I lost it all. Not because of the Bitcoin was a scam. The companies running it were a scam. Anyway, I hope I gave you some value. I tried. But it'll make it easier for poor countries that don't have the banking that we do. So I think anything that does that to help economies around the world, it's a big deal. Anyway, give me a thumbs up, a smiley face, something saying it was okay. I tackled something that I don't know that well, but hey, I will eventually. Thumbs up. That's good enough for me. I see Dingleberry's back. Chris is here. Thanks, everybody. Anyway, I'll see you all, and God bless. Go watch some videos on blockchain. It's very interesting. Don't worry, though. Everything I said about blockchain, you don't physically, mentally have to know any of it. It's just something better in the future. Well, it's something better right now, but if we get into blockchain, it's a big deal. The security is overwhelming. It's to the max. Anyway, I'll see you all tonight at 9 o'clock. Remember, Ron and Lynn. I don't think there's anything else. Friday. Nope. I think that's it. Anyway, I'll see y'all. Chris, call me when I get off. Bye.